Everyone be quiet. Whilst we listen...
Check the mic and make sure...
We interrupt this regular scheduled program to bring you this important message.
Hello, everybody.
Biggest panda I've ever seen. Look at that now.
Look, there's money on it!
Made it.
Thanks, Walmart.
Oh, I think my speaker's messed up. Hold on. Seriously. No, it's not. It's right. Why does it sound weird?
I don't know.
Maybe because I haven't been on it for a while.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Okay.
Are you okay? We're good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great. All right. So, it's Thursday, and we're late, thanks to Walmart.
Walmart's jacked.
Yeah, I took our delivery order and just never showed up with it. So, that's good. And they're like, oh, it should be there. It's on its way. I'm like, the store closes in a half hour.
Well, they do take deliveries up until 10.
Yeah.
So it could
I'm gonna hold my
technically
breath.
come. No, it's not
sure.
coming.
No, it's not coming. Anyways, whatever. That was terrible. We'll talk about it later. Sal was here. He says he's going to be here. No soccer tonight.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Hashtag I don't think so. What's up in a box in the garage?
Howdy.
Did you already figure this out? So I'm trying to figure out what eBay charged. eBay charged $12.60 to a buyer for a 10-ounce FC package to PA, first class package to Pennsylvania, and $12.60 for a 1-pound priority package to Alaska.
Oh, because the first class rates over 12 ounces are completely jacked now.
Oh, that's
They're super high.
They don't get any higher than $6.
No, it does. Over 12 ounces, it does.
I just shipped one a few minutes ago.
What was it?
A ephemera thing.
How much should it weigh?
Like 13 ounces or something like that.
Because if it's, I guarantee if it's over 12 ounces, it couldn't have been over 13.
It's not $12.60 because that's ridiculous.
It is, though. I'm telling you, people have been talking about it on their chats and stuff like that. It's cheaper if it's over 12 ounces. It's cheaper to send it priority. Commonwealth was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, it must have been under 13 ounces or 12 ounces.
I don't know. What's happening, Shorty Resells? Let's see.
Hello.
How you people doing? Subscener in a box?
What does that mean?
No, I don't get that one. Sorry, we were late. Hi, Mark. What's happening?
Hello. Mark's a cat.
Yeah,
Oh, that's his cat. Oh my goodness. I love your cat.
Anticipation.
Your cat's precious.
Oh, he should be on. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know. I should have. That would have been actually kind of funny. I was already irritated because they were like, oh, we're just going to issue you a credit for your next order. I'm like, I don't think you understand. I paid for stuff I didn't get.
Right.
They're like, well, it'll come tomorrow. I'm like, okay. If it comes tomorrow, great. You still didn't. They were out of everything I wanted except for 2 things. We got a piece of an order.
Yeah.
We've been trying to piece together this dip for Christmas, and nobody has cocktails.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
It's no cocktails.
We tried ordering it
in the
from
Pittsburgh
Walmart.
area. Yeah,
We tried ordering it from Target, and it doesn't exist.
it doesn't exist. Cocktail sauce. It's a cocktail sauce shortage going on.
Maybe.
Yeah. What's up, man? How you doing? Jimmy's in the house. Ed's here. Oh, you got the whole Monday night crew in the house. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Terry's here. Hi, Terry. What's happening? Yo, Rosie.
Yo, Rosie.
Right on time. Right on time for you. We were late for us. But thanks for showing up. Mountain State's in the house.
Hello.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I sent 12 ounce to California and they were charged $12. I paid $9.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
they
that's
charged
good.
me the appropriate amount for each, but the buyer got charged $12.60.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Over 12 ounces. Wow, that's crazy.
It's cheaper to send it. It's about as much as it costs to send it FedEx.
Yeah, anything over 12 ounces is whack.
Well, I'll check it out. Maybe holiday extra fees? Sure.
I don't know what it is, but Commonwealth is talking about it. Like so many other people have.
Well, but is it just eBay or is it USPS? Well, that.
I don't know. I guarantee though, whatever you sent was less than 12 ounces.
Well, we can find out
because it was jacked.
Let's see what Pirate Ship wants for. You said anything? We'll do 14 ounces.
Yes. Anything up to like 15.9.
Does it matter where it goes? Here, we'll send it to my brother.
Well, I'm sure it does.
We'll do one to my brother.
I'm sure it matters.
Duplicate shipment, blah blah blah. Let's do 14 ounces to California. Get rates. Let's see. And $6.68.
That's weird because really?
Yeah, 14 ounces from here to California, $6.68.
That's
temporary
weird.
Holiday rate increase by the USPS, 40 cents.
That's weird.
So it's eBay. But it does say retail on it is $12.20.
Yeah. So maybe that's if you go somewhere into the store or something? Into the post office. I think maybe Commonwealth was saying that. I don't really know. Don't quote me on anything, but I know that it's something crazy.
What if we did?
Who cares? Let's just keep reading the comments.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It was cheaper to put the dress in a padded flat rate. Yeah, eBay charges the buyer a ridiculous amount for anything first class over 12 ounces to 15.9. Sometimes it's better to send priority padded because it's cheaper. This is great. It's awesome. USPS in general, they still kept the increased rate for the first class, but decreased priority mail 1 through 4. Yeah, they did. Priority is cheap, locally.
Yeah,
it's really cheap. So, recommend shipping priority because I think we were sending cabbies, 3 cabbies or 4-pound boxes USPS, and it was $14 or $18 or something. Now it's $13. So, yeah, it's crazy. Evening, what's happened, Kieran? First class prices are ridiculous. Better off using priority. Yeah. I think they are trying to push everybody into priority.
Of course they would.
U.S. caps people at 13 ounces for first class. Anything over that guy's priority mail. I'm glad I moved to smalls. Yeah, that's probably why we don't see it a lot. The only high shipping for us is to Oregon and Washington State. Even California.
Wouldn't it be in the opposite direction too? I'm sure if you ship to Maine, it would be high.
Oh yeah, in Alaska.
Yeah.
I'm casually watching the live strolling around Walmart. I like it. Tell them give me my groceries.
I feel like everyone in this chat is always in Walmart, including us.
Mountain State, are you in Walmart?
I feel like people in here are always in Walmart.
Is Mountain State in Walmart as well, or Chili's?
She might be.
You never know. So, it's what I'm referring to as the lame duck week, which is
for the love.
Well, I like it. I think it's good.
You're a lame duck week.
I think it works out. It's one of those weeks. It's they refer to the lame duck president when they're basically on their way out or whatever, and that's pretty much what this week is because it just but it's I thought it would be crap. This is funny. He's in the
guys.
freezer.
If I have not sent you, I sent it to several people. The guy in his underwear eating a lollipop in the Walmart freezer.
It's totally staged. I don't care what
gives a crap. It's hilarious. Comes out of the freezer, starts walking, and then crashes into a display of cookies. I died.
Staged.
I sent it to Jimmy. Jimmy's like, I watched this 5 times and I can't keep laughing. I'm like, same. It's so funny. Adam's like, it's not funny.
Rosie knows how to roll. I like it. How was the trip? It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Lots of
fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but didn't win anything, didn't lose everything, so that's good. So,
Lost some.
yes. I'm home too cold. We have ice and sleet, etc.
Yeah, that's coming here
Yeah, it's on its way.
soon.
I have an hour to kill before work, and Walmart and Target are right next door. Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Sal. Hi, Sal.
I don't
Hello.
think
He
so.
loves it.
Yeah. Jimmy thinks it's so funny.
It was
Bartermania.
hilarious.
What's up, Bartermania? So I had to make things more complicated by eBay charged me $5.38 for first class package and $7.96 for the priority. There you go. I like it. There you go. Over at the brother's house with the fam. Are you in Texas? Oh yeah, no, you are. Well, I don't know if
Where are you?
they're from
Where are
Virginia originally, so I didn't know if they had
Yes, they are.
left town.
She said it was cold there today.
It's cold everywhere except for the southern,
It's
very
fine.
southern part of the United States.
Bunch of babies. We were walking when we went to Atlantic City. The casinos are so hot and dry.
They are.
So hot. Like, so hot. All those machines, all those people. It's always hot. Adam and I always just wear t-shirts in the casino. Like if we're staying at the hotel or the resort or whatever, and just wear t-shirts everywhere. Like we don't ever wear sweatshirts ever. So we wanted to go down to this other casino.
I'll be right back.
Like, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 blocks down from, we stayed at Tropicana for 2 days, and then we went to Hard Rock for 2 days. And we wanted to walk from Hard Rock to Oceans because we had never went to that casino before. And people said, Oceans is nicer or just as nice as the Hard Rock, that it is like one of the upper scale casinos. So we're like, okay, we want to check it out. So we walked down there in our t-shirts. It was like, I don't know, 30 degrees. Just because we didn't want to.
It was
bring
41, but it was windy.
The wind.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I guarantee someone is going to ask us if we're from Alaska.
And somebody did. Yeah.
And somebody did. I'm like, no, we're from Pittsburgh.
It's not that. It wasn't that cold, but it was cold enough.
Well,
when the wind blew, it was cold.
Yes, and so I couldn't have gone much longer.
No.
As soon as we got to Oceans, my arms started to go numb.
Yeah. Hi, Mark.
I was like, this is cold.
Say hi to Mark.
Hi, Mark.
But I made this happen. Yes, it's cold as balls in Texas right now. I like it. Yeah, it's going to be colder here. For those of you that aren't on the East Coast, we're looking at -1 tomorrow, with a wind chill down around -20. So, it's
Baby.
Mark -4. My family company just arrived last weekend and we all caught COVID. Everyone left to go home to recover on their own homes. Christmas will be quiet this year. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it does happen. I've been fighting off like a cold or something. It wasn't COVID. I took a COVID test and it wasn't. So, but I've been fighting a cold.
I think he's faking it.
Yeah, I'm faking it. That's right.
I must have like the most magical immune system because I am fine.
But yeah, it was kind of a, let's see, take the rest of the month off from listening. I can finally pass you. Is Elliot going to be affecting it? Who's Elliot?
The winter storm.
Oh, okay. Is that they named a winter? They named our winter storms.
They always they have been for the past.
Oh, I didn't know they named winter storms.
Yeah, it's like hurricanes now.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah, they have been.
It's so stupid. Answer my question about the weather. We're looking at 80s this weekend.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, -1, Maine's going to be 55, but they told us to expect up to 4 inches of rain. Maine's going to be a giant ice rink on Saturday. Yeah, we're supposed to be a giant ice rink for a little while tomorrow because we're getting rain overnight because we're still above freezing. Right now we're 38. And then it's supposed to rain overnight and it's still wet out. And then it's going to drop like into the single digits in under an hour. So everything's just going to freeze. And then we're going to get 2 inches of snow on top of it. So it's going to be pretty. But we will have a white Christmas. So that's...
Maybe if the weather's right.
Well, it's not going to melt because it's going to be negative
If
degrees.
it even happens, though. If it even happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember last week you were like, "Oh my God, there's going to be gale winds." There's all these warnings when we were going to Atlantic City, and like nothing happened.
I did before, apparently.
Well, I mean, but you were worried it was going to happen while we were there.
That was. Then it didn't.
It was fine.
Chevy made it safe and sound.
He did. He's a little jacked up.
He's a little messed up. He was funny and like his normal Chevy Chase way, but he doesn't have much of a memory left.
Oh gosh, no. And I don't think he was joking around. I think he didn't remember what he was being asked.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure.
He legitimately didn't.
Or maybe
remember.
He can't hear. That's possible.
Oh,
too.
I'm sure it's a combination of both.
But he was funny, and it was really cool to see him, and it was a fun trip, and we had a good time. So, but yeah, get to see Chevy Chase. So It was fun. Except the seating wasn't the greatest, but it worked out.
I thought it was fine.
It was a little narrow, but we're we're big people, so.
You were to say we're wide, and you're like, wait, I better not call my wife wide.
See, everybody except for you wants 80 degrees. Yeah. Only in the 60s here this weekend in Vegas. Well, you guys got cold though.
60s is nice.
You get 5 and you like. I prefer cold. That is
Me too, Ed. I love it. I strive in it.
So
I strive in the cold.
Yeah, but negative 20 is not. That's not.
Yeah, that's a little
emergency.
chilly.
Yeah,
that's not an emergency.
I mean, if you're stuck outside during negative 20, you're in trouble.
Well, that's your fault.
No, I'm just saying. It could happen.
That's why you have an emergency kit in your car with blankets, hand warmers, other things. Look, I saved somebody that crashed their motorcycle because of my emergency kit, okay?
It was 27th in Vegas a couple mornings ago up at Nipley. Did I say Nipple?
27.
That is cold. Yeah, it's going to be cold here. There's no doubt about it. So
It'll be fine, really.
Whatever. But white Christmas, so that's pleasant. That's the only time I like having snow on the ground. Oh, we'll have some snow on the ground, I'm sure. But
maybe.
I think we will.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Whatever. Anyways, got an interesting request today from an eBay buyer. So we've had this weird television. What is that stupid thing anyways? I didn't even look inside of it.
It's a supermarket. It's the Spangle Hour supermarket.
Yeah, but what is that?
It's a supermarket that was in Pennsylvania. It was like a family-run supermarket, the Spangle Hour family supermarket. And they had a brochure that came out with all the TV programs that were on the local stations in like the 60s or whatever. And someone bought it the other day.
No, wait. So it's a TV guide made by the supermarket essentially?
Yeah, with advertisements in.
Anyways.
For like ground beef and such. And like when TV shows are on.
Okay, so we had this stupid thing for months, right? And somebody bought it. And it was like a $12, $13 sale. I talked about it on the really, really boring What Sold video that's going to be coming up. Somebody bought it. And then like the day after somebody bought it and I shipped it out, somebody sent us a message and like, hey, I can't find this anymore. Is it still available? I'm like, no, it sold yesterday. I'm sorry. And then they sent us a message this morning. They're like, can you put me in touch with the person that bought it so I can try and make them an offer on it? And I'm like, no.
What did you respond?
I did.
I just ignored them.
Well, I thought about it and I'm like, no, I should say something because, and I know Mark's going to give me shit for talking to him, but I was like, no, we can't give away people's contact information. We can get banned for that and in a lot of trouble. And then he never responded, but it was just the audacity that someone's like, hey, put me in touch with a total stranger that I don't know and you don't know. And so I can buy something that I really want. It's like, and we've had this thing for months and it never sold. And now two people in the same week want it.
Here's the thing. I pulled down all the ephemera and then did the sell similar. So, maybe two people were looking for Spangle Hour.
Yeah.
And it just like popped up in like, their saved searches or whatever.
Will AAA ignore your calls during a storm like that? No. No, those guys are used to it.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
so.
Nah, Sarah, let's hear the motorcycle story.
Oh, no, I didn't really save someone's life. I
Oh.
just so I was driving and this guy
Oh, that
wiped
story.
out. It's when they were just tar and chipping the just faking the cough. It was it was whenever they were they put tar and chips like on the roads, and it just actually makes it more dangerous. And some guy was like going around a bend and he skid and like flew off his motorcycle, and he was like completely like bleeding everywhere. And like, no, all these people were pulled over. No one had a first aid kit. I'm like, I have a first aid kit in my car, like a good first aid kit. Do you like need some stuff? And they're like, yeah. So, I gave them water, and I had like antiseptic wipes, and I had bandages and everything. So, well, they called, the ambulance. I was like the first responder.
I vaguely remember supermarkets doing that in the early 80s. I don't ever remember that.
I do.
I remember getting, the earliest I can remember is whenever you would get either TV Guide or you would get the newspaper, and in the newspaper would have the TV listings, and then that all went out the window when when the last channel on cable had the scroll through what was on.
Yeah.
So,
well, they still make TV Guide, but it's not small. It looks like a regular magazine now.
It's better than what I thought he'd say. I would not have responded. Sarah, is that one? That is wonderful that you helped. You're a good Samaritan.
Okay.
Sarah saves the day. That's right.
I'm always
Super
prepared. My dad, when he was alive, had like 5 motorcycles, and the guy reminded me of my dad. So I was like, this is very like.
And for those of you that don't live in a climate like ours, I don't think they do it on the West Coast. Tar and chipping is a way. It's a way for them to cheap way for them to fill in the cracks on the road that form during the winter. And basically, what they do is they put a layer of tar down, and then they put this really fine. It's almost like pea gravel over top of it, and then for the next 3 weeks, you're just throwing gravel everywhere inside your car. It sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it sticks to your wheel wells because it's sticky, and it's actually more dangerous.
Yeah.
It makes it slippery.
Yeah, it's a real terrible thing. I was in a small town, so maybe that makes a difference with the grocery store. Maybe. Yeah, it might.
This was like from Butler, so that's like small-ish.
Yeah. Yay, Sarah with motorcycles. Dang, now my foil hat smells like poop.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, maybe you should wear it on your head. Yeah, so that was really the one and only like odd thing that happened on eBay this week. There really wasn't too many weirdos out this week.
Someone got a Cabbage Patch doll, and then they said they regretted it. They're like, my son wanted this, but now he's regretting it. Can you cancel it? I was like, yeah, you're so rude to my Cabbage Patch. Fine, I'll cancel it. But then someone else bought it, so it was fine.
Yeah. I have to pick that tar crap off my car. Stands out because it's a white car. Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Why did they do that? They shouldn't be allowed.
Tar and chip is a dumb idea. It destroys your paint. Yeah, it's awful. It's the dumbest way, and it's just a cheap way of fixing the roads. And for those of you that have never visited Pennsylvania, we have some of the worst roads in the nation. Although parts of Atlantic City are pretty bad.
Philadelphia outside
Pennsylvania.
city. Oh,
That's
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you meant Pittsburgh. I thought you said Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's bad, but I feel like all of Pennsylvania is garbage when it comes to the roads, and they just don't. They just patch things, and it's crap. So yeah, tar and chip is awful. They did it all around here this year too, and it was every road you went on was just another one, and it was terrible. So yeah, garbage, absolute garbage. So yeah. So yeah, we didn't have anybody like last minute anything. We did have one person buy a cabbie last week in fact, right before we left, the day before we left. And they were like, they were in Canada, and they're like, if I buy this, when can I ship it? I'm like, I'll ship it within an hour.
Oh yeah, I wonder if it made it.
And they're like, I'm hoping this might make it before Christmas. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. So that was interesting, though. It might make it. I mean, it's only going to Ontario, so as long as it gets through customs pretty quickly, it might actually make it.
Yeah.
Because I believe Ontario is closer to us than Chicago. So if it wasn't going into another country, I think it would make it. So our dot usually fills in the cracks, and then the plow trucks come through and undo it all done. Yeah, that's what ours does too. And then they do that, and we have the potholes, and then they fill in with that, temporary patch, and then that pops right out as soon as a plow hits it. So, but sometime around the end of February, we have about 50 times more potholes than we did because the plow trucks just destroy our roads. So, and those PennDOT drivers don't care about it.
No, they don't. They could care less.
Yeah. So the verdict is in. Slashing prices gets things moving. Moving just an Enaman?
Just like an Enaman, I'm
just
sure.
Like an Enaman. Yeah. Yes, that typically works. I'm not making fun of you or anything, but I don't think that's new information.
We have Shorty Resell's card to open.
Oh yeah, we got to open it. So why don't you?
Whenever you want us to open it now, Shorty Resell's. Should we ask permission? You didn't lick it, so I can see a little tree.
Do you want us to open this now, Shorty, or not Shorty?
I opened the rest of the package that they sent, which was so nice. I bought some Cabbage Patch off of her, and she sent some beaver nuggets in a book for George, a storybook.
That's right.
And a sticker and some treats for the animals, which is so awesome because I haven't had to buy treats for
between
3 weeks
in a box in a garage.
Yes,
we
might have got treats from someone else, but it has been great because treats are expensive. I appreciate that. We have so many animals. It's like a zoo here.
Yes, open it.
Okay, here we go. So here it is. Adam and Sarah. We have a dinosaur. He can't put the star on the tree.
Poor T-Rex.
Because his arms are too small.
Oh, I feel bad for him now.
Oh, look what she said. They said Applebee. Now Adam has no excuse. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, she says Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Shorty and Dr. Shorty. Applebee's has the best half-price appetizers. That's so sweet. Look, you guys are making cheap Adam look even more cheap. That's so sweet. I'm psyched.
Don't hate me, Adam.
I'm psyched right
awesome.
now.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Oh, you're so sweet.
We're gonna be dining on Applebee's.
Oh, yay! We got Starbucks gift cards, Applebee's. I already used the crap out of those Starbucks gift cards.
Oh yeah, I didn't get a chance.
I bought you drinks.
I got a chai tea latte on the way to Atlantic City, so that was nice. Or or was it on the way back?
You got it both times, I thought, or maybe on the way back. Just on the way back.
Yeah, I was getting pretty sleepy on the way back.
I love Starbucks and Applebee's. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's
thank
so
you.
sweet. And this card is cute. We got so many cute cards. Rosie sent the cutest card. Our whole thing is filled with cards.
Adam, now you can be like everyone else that goes to Applebee's and let Sarah have a Coke of her own. She can have 2. She can even refill it,
The
buddy.
card's so cute too. In a Box in the Garage's card was also adorable. I love people's fun cards.
Yeah, we'll go. After Christmas, we'll go.
Now we'll go, right? Now we'll go.
Well, we have to go. I mean,
It's funny. It's funny because I was totally going to get an Applebee's gift card and put it in Adam's stocking.
That seems like an awful gift to give somebody. You're like, here, let me give you this gift that I would like you to use on me.
But you haven't taken me. Now.
I was talking to Mountain State about it before I did it. It's awesome.
That's so
funny.
sweet. That's
You guys are
sweet.
funny.
You guys are nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, for this is, I think, the first year we filled up that whole arch in our kitchen.
Yes, and it's going down the other side now.
Yeah, we're very
yeah,
so
it's
popular.
good. It's good. Well, and I stopped at the P.O. box today because people said they were sending packages, and I got there and there was a card that's in there that said there was a package that was too big and it wasn't in the lockers. And the guy's like, "You don't have a package. Are you expecting a package?" And I actually am, from one person that I've helped with Cabbage Patches said that they were going to send a package. And I was like, well, I always am expecting things. It's a business P.O. box. And he's like, well, they might have put that in there by mistake, whatever.
Mark likes setting the cards on fire. Mark the Grinch here.
Seriously?
I wish I had a wood burning fireplace though too. Shorty, that's what I can see, and I don't have the chat open, unfortunately, so I don't know what emoji that is.
It's a square.
It's a square. Yeah. Kim says I still have to send out cards.
That's like me. That's like I didn't send that many out.
I don't think they're gonna make it for Christmas, Kim.
I think I put one in your box. I sent them a box of stuff, and I think I put one in her box. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I have stuff wrapped. I have no idea what it is. It's when the person opens it, it's like a surprise for me too.
Yeah, Sarah 9 times out of 10, she's like, "Oh, I don't. Hold on, let me hold that. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, you can open it."
I like to do it in like an order. If I get someone like a couple of things, like the best one last, but then sometimes I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. It's a heart with arms around it. The emoji. Gotcha. Thank you.
It's a square.
They are holiday cards, Christmas / Okay, well, then you got some time. You might want to get on it though.
Don't tell her what to do.
You got some postal holidays coming up. Might slow things down. I buy cards, lose them, buy more, then end up with extra cards, never get them out on time. Yeah.
I never have enough.
Yeah.
I was like scrounging around this time.
We changed our fireplace to gas. No more hauling wood, etc. Has a remote. Just click it and instant fire. Yeah, I had one of those in my old house, and it just wasn't the same. I do like a good wood burning fireplace, though.
I know. I wish we had one.
Yeah, it would be nice.
And
you wouldn't have to complain about the heat at all.
Oh, I'll be really complaining about it whenever we get our gas bill next month, I'm sure.
Maybe.
No, my mom's was $400. And everyone I know says that their gas, I mean, the price of everything is going up. Natural gas is going up too. It's It's crazy.
True. Whatever. Anyways,
whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's $400.
What are you gonna do? I mean, it's not what we're gonna do. Freeze?
Turn it down. Put on a sweater.
Look, the guy from California thinks that's high.
Well, he probably doesn't use that much gas because it's 80 degrees there.
They still use gas. My gas bill was $20.
Not that much. Yeah, they don't use that much. It's probably like ours in the summer. Yep. Yeah, crazy. I know. Our electric bill is probably around like $150-ish, but I'm a real stickler.
Yeah.
For the light usage. But we have all LEDs and everything too, and like smart lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Prefer wood to natural gas. Yeah, same. I like the smell and sounds of it. We have 2 furnaces. Wow, 2. And tonight they are working hard. Yeah, -4 they are definitely going to be. Ours is going to be working hard tomorrow. Well, it's 80, so K1 is finally going down up here, down from $7 a gallon to $5.75, waiting to see if it goes sub 5. Kelly's talking about kerosene, just so you know.
Well, I would assume it was another fuel.
California people don't have to pay for it.
Well, they don't. I mean, it's 80 degrees there. I'm sure Ed is like,
And at most, our electric was $140 during the peak of summer. There you go.
Ours was expensive.
My gas bill was around $40. Water heater, oven, stove. Hopefully, it's cheaper this month with new water heater. Oh yeah, got it all in? Did you go tankless or no? Curious. What's up, Kristen? Happy Thursday. Thursday before Christmas.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. Wait. I don't know, whatever.
That's okay. You don't have to pay attention. We already talked about how freaking cold it is.
Guys,
yes, we have.
Seriously.
Sarah
it's
thinks,
winter.
Sarah thinks she's
it's
Miss
winter.
Tuffy.
It's winter. I am Miss Tuffy.
Yeah.
I am Miss Tuffy.
Yeah.
Also, what I think is hilarious is like when it comes November in Pittsburgh, I don't know if this happens like to anybody else, like where you live, but when it's November, middle of November, Thanksgiving or whatever, and it starts to snow, everyone freaks. They're like, it's snowing. Just everyone does. They don't know how to drive. They just like, remember in like November it started snowing, it was like a blizzard, and I was out like doing deliveries, and everyone's like, it's snowing, and my mom's like, it's snowing, and everyone's like, it's snowing. I'm like, it's November. It's like winter now.
What's your point?
Well, it's gonna snow. But everyone's always
Okay.
like so shocked. They're always so shocked that it's happening.
Did you want a bell for it?
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that you're not getting my point. My point is that people are always so shocked that it's snowing.
I don't
But
think
it's cold. But
so.
just stop. You're being annoying.
Nobody's shocked. I think people.
It happens every year. No, they are.
Oh, and PSA, federal gasoline taxes are going up January 1st. They reinstated the Superfund. Yes, they did. You are correct. They are going to be going up.
Ridiculous.
I think I'm rethinking moving to the East Coast. Don't. Now everything else is cheaper. It's really not that cold in Massachusetts yet. Give it a day.
Well, it's winter,
it's gonna be
so.
cool. Winter as a kid was like November to February, but now it doesn't really get cold until late December. That's true. It's only -5 in Colorado.
Well, it's winter.
That's not good. We frequently get rainfall here. During that first rain, we always have like 10 accidents on the freeway. Yep. No big whoop, yeah. Right now, with the wind, it's snowing sideways, which is fun. That's my favorite type of snowfall right there. We had a 6-car pileup on a road 1 mile from the interstate. Like, you can't even make it 1 mile up the road before you take out a pole.
Yikes.
The cold keeps the people away. 6 months of tourists, 6 months of peace and quiet. There you go. I like it. We don't have that problem here. Pittsburgh's not a big tourist town. You only come here to visit family, or if you're a diehard Steeler fan, then you come here.
I don't know why you would come here, like on a trip.
Maybe you like rivers. Most people come here to visit family, or they have friends here.
Yeah,
or
like
they're
why
Steeler
would you
fans
come
or
here?
Something like that. But yeah, we don't have a big tourism.
There's really nothing that great here.
Maybe if you're a big Andy Warhol fan, you'd come here.
I mean, there's like museums and crap.
And yeah, I can't think of
There's
any
the
other
Carnegie Museum of History. There's the Cathedral of Learning. There's the Andy Warhol Museum, the Heinz History Center, Phipps
but
Conservatory.
other cities have museums.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The aviary, the zoo.
Yeah, none of that's all worth it. Yeah, I mean, most people I think come here for the Steelers, but I walked to the post office today. That's not cool. The whole 3 blocks nearly died of fright. Yeah, I don't think I would have done that. It's supposed to be 50 on Christmas. Really? You're not getting this cold front? I guess not.
Maybe.
Yeah. Interesting. I thought it was going up that way. I thought squirrels hibernate. Yeah, I know what. Pittsburgh is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful
It's
city.
okay.
It's not not a bad city. It just doesn't have anything to draw tourists. Like Maine has the coastline and everything like that, and
Pittsburgh has the
Philadelphia
river
is
line.
Philadelphia. We have nothing. We don't have anything. I'm sorry, but there isn't really there isn't
And
a
honestly,
tourist.
even like the food isn't even that good.
It's true. It's good. I mean, there are things that are here that are really good. But would you pick it over another major city around, that is the same length of travel? No. Why
Probably
would
not.
you? I'd keep going to the coast. Let's see the Steelers. Yeah, that's why a lot of people do that. But,
And poor Franco Harris, rest his soul,
yeah.
who we thought was an actor at first, because I forgot that he was a Steeler. Remember? You're like, Franco died, and I'm like, who's Franco? And you're like, Franco Harris? And I'm like, is he an actor? And then I remembered Franco Harris, Immaculate Reception, because they were just talking about it, that it was the 50-year anniversary whenever we were in Atlantic City at Hooters, which was delicious. We ate there twice.
Yeah, the boneless wings at Hooters. Awesome.
I love Hooters. And I said to Adam, I said, let's go to Hooters. And I know he didn't want to go, but he knew that I
Oddly,
really
yes, I didn't want to go.
for me. I knew he was going for me. And then we got there and he's like, this is so good. And then the next night he was like, I want to go back to Hooters.
Most of the Hooters were pretty run down.
I love Hooters.
And the last time I was at a Hooters was in Davenport, Iowa, and it was pretty bad. So, but yeah, no, the Kristen says #time to move. I agree. Same here, Kristen. High of 10 projected to have 55 mile an hour winds. Yeah, we do too. Yeah. sucks that, and he was a very humble guy. I saw him leaving the stadium. They had him. We went to the game after he was inducted to the Hall of Fame, or maybe it wasn't that one. They were doing something with some of the old Steelers, and they had a bunch of olds, and he was there. And I saw him leaving the game, and the dude drove a Toyota Camry.
Why though?
Yeah, he didn't make a lot of money in the 70s.
Still
But
though.
they were planning on having a big celebration with him there for the anniversary, and unfortunately passed before that. So they're changing it up a bit, but I think it's going to be a remembrance thing too. So for anyone who hasn't dealt with driving in the snow, it really is like being in hyperdrive in the Millennium Falcon. Semi-awesome, what the hell. Yeah, that is true. Sure, it's the wings. They were good. They were good. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting any sort of cold front, but it looks like the next 7 days might be 20 on Wednesday. Interesting. That's weird. Sarah loves Hooters.
It's so good. It's so good.
Hey, shout out Davenport, Iowa was where I was born. Wow. I spent very little time there. I drove across country when I moved back here because it was just the cheapest way to do it. Because I had the dog and a bunch of my stuff. So I drove. And my last stop before getting to Pittsburgh was Davenport in the middle of the night. And the only thing that was open in Davenport was Hooters. And I'm going to say that it wasn't the best Hooters I've ever been to. It's probably in the low 5. It was not good. It was just bad. The food wasn't good. The service wasn't good. Nothing was good. We got a new wing restaurant near me called Fire Wings. Looks pretty good. Got to go get those drums. Yeah.
Gross.
It's Fire Wings. Sounds interesting.
I honestly still don't know like how people can like drums.
Most people don't care.
People do.
Some people care.
We've talked about this before.
People don't care to the level that you care.
They're nasty.
If they don't want drums, they do either 1, don't get wings, or 2, try to get all flats. And if they can't, they won't. They'll either just deal with it and move on, or they'll just won't get wings.
That's me.
You, on the other hand, will literally throw them at the waitress if she brings them.
No, I won't. But I won't stand for it.
Mark says Hooters serves food. They do. They're just cartilage, and they're nasty.
They are. The top part, there's like those appendages, like little like tendon cartilage things. You're totally right. They're nasty.
Apparently, they have good boneless wings. We got the boneless wings. There we go. More meat in the drums, right? Yeah, there is.
If you could call it that. If you could call it meat, sure.
Oh boy, another wing night. Yeah, I know. We're not going to get into this any further, but yeah, that was actually it was like we just kept eating like things quickly because we just we would go play or whatever, and then we'd just find some food late at night, and that was one of the few things that was open late. And then we got something that just wasn't really all that great. I can't remember what it was.
Well, we went and I got to Chicky and Pete's, and I got the nachos, which were so good.
Yeah, I got to talk about this. Yeah, so
yours cheesesteak was nasty.
We went to Chicky and Pete's, which apparently everyone's like the famous cheesesteak. Their cheesesteak is famous. It's so good. It was awful. It was the worst cheesesteak at a restaurant I've ever had.
I'll be right back.
It was unseasoned steakums with their cheese sauce on it. That's all it was in a decent roll, and it was not good. It was bad. So, but yeah, it wasn't good. So cheesesteaks are a mess. That's true. But I do like a good cheesesteak. But those were that was don't recommend it from that one. At least the one in Tropicana was not very good. So not much you can do about it. It was, and I didn't. I used to work in the restaurant industry, and Mark, maybe you do this too because you used to work in it. But I have a very guilty conscience about sending things back. And it's not necessarily a guilty conscience more than it is. I feel as a server, you should recognize when somebody doesn't really care for their meal, and this girl did not recognize it one bit. Like I ate a quarter of it, and they didn't.
Yeah, I agree.
She didn't say a word. And I feel like when I was a server, if somebody didn't eat their meal, I'd be like, oh, do you want a box for that? And they're like, no, not really. And then my next question is going to be, oh, was there something wrong with it or something?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I would be the same way. And I would never be even a server.
Yeah. Completely ignored that fact. So I don't know. It was stupid and it was bad, but Sarah's nachos were really good. But
Oh god, they had lobster on them.
yeah,
Lobster, pineapple,
really, that sounds amazing.
jalapeno peppers, and like some kind of cheese sauce, cilantro. So delicious.
For all the years I worked in
So
Philly,
delicious.
never had a cheesesteak. That's insane, Mark. There's a place called Pops here in Vegas that has an amazing cheesesteak. There you go. See, Kim's agreeing. I know
I
what
like White
resellers think of
House.
returns. What do you think cooks think about food being? No, I know what cooks think about it. Waitresses and waiters, on the other hand, they shouldn't care at all.
Oh, I've never sent food back
Yeah,
for that same reason.
they were. Someone who worked in the food industry, if I would have seen that, I would have asked if there was something wrong with it. It's just the way I was trained, and I think that's what you're supposed to do. And she just didn't.
I would think so.
And wasn't there a good cocktail?
Yeah,
There
the
were several,
mojito. Yeah, and all the like Christmassy ones. The Christmas
Christmassy ones, yeah.
The mojito one was so good. Look here, wait, I have a picture of it. Look at it. It was like green. Look at this. Is this not beautiful? It was like glittery. It had little cranberries in it.
Yeah, it had glitter sugar in it.
Yeah, and then it came in like this Hard Rock ornament, which I just finished washing them out. So, yeah. And
There
there's
was
this
that.
one too. There were these little ones. These ones were filled with booze. Like they were so boozy. I was like literally after I had two of them, I was a little messed up.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, there were these two. They're like the Wet Willies. They're apparently everywhere. But this was the chocolate thunder, and it was like frozen hot chocolate. It was so good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love a good cheesesteak. Same. Hi, JD. What's happening?
Hello.
I would never send anything back, terrified of what would come back that I can't see in the food. Yes. Never had an official cheesesteak. I've had an official in Philly, but only once. And it's good. I mean, it's really good. But it's a mess, and it's a lot. But tell the cook to step on it. Your steak might have a Nike swoosh imprint on it. That's right. I think that's why most people don't return food, because they think the cooks will spit in your refire. Yeah, I agree. Try to Texas cheesesteak, roast beef with spicy queso. That actually sounds really good. That looks
That does
yummy.
sound good.
Mojito, the best. Hi, Susan. What's happening? Those cocktails look yummy too.
They were so good, but they're so expensive. They're like $18 each.
Yeah, they were expensive. Not the ones at the Hard Rock. They were 11, weren't they?
$18.99.
Yeah. I still got to call and get my points for that. What's up, Red Dirt? How's it going?
Yes, get your points.
Rosie wants cocktails with the milk.
Come
in it.
over. Come over.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
having
take a
some
ride on down.
I'm having some Crown Royal Peach right now.
Yeah.
Come on
I know.
over. We have
I'm
cocktails.
drinking water. I drank my fill.
God, aren't you such a
in
good
Atlantic
person?
City.
I did too, but I haven't drank again. And well, actually, that's a lie. I only took like 2 days off, but
Yeah, well,
I just really wanted some.
that's what happens when you get the free ornament and you do it at the Hard Rock Cafe in the Hard Rock Casino. You get charged quite
And
a
I
bit
got
for
the
it.
Messi burger, which is that soccer player. He has his own burger. It's only $12.95. It is so good. I've heard this. And whiskey and milk too. It's actually good. Yes, I've had whiskey with milk before.
Are you serious, Red Dirt?
No, it's a real thing.
That
yes.
does not. That sounds like two things that I
No,
would
it's
never
good.
want to put together.
It's good.
I know it's curtains when you add dairy onto like a lot of alcohol.
Wait,
like if you've been
curtains?
drinking a lot, like one of the dumbest things you can do is drink milk.
Wait, what's curtains mean?
Like things are going to start happening, like curtains, meaning you're going to be in deep trouble
Curtain?
if you. You ever heard anybody say it's curtains, like you're going to die?
No.
Oh,
Is that like a
maybe.
boomer thing? Like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, with the milk curdle. Not right away.
Yeah, no,
Lord,
it
be
says
Pepsi and milk. Pilk, yuck. Really? Pepsi and milk? Whiskey and milk is like a colonoscopy prep. Yeah, it sounds like it. It's good, huh? Scotch is whiskey.
yeah, well,
no, I get it.
type of whiskey. Yeah, like Yeah, it definitely
Yeah, eggnog is good with bourbon. You're right.
yeah, we have it we have a bourbon
Yeah,
eggnog in the fridge right now.
yeah, it's true. I
Yeah,
guess
whiskey
I've never
milk
even thought about
punch.
doing something like that.
Yeah. It's a real
Yeah,
thing. Yeah, Mr. Boston. That's where I found out about it.
White Russian that the Big Lebowski was drinking for most of the movie. Yeah, that's got cream in it. So yeah, I guess it would work. I've never tried Scotch and milk. I
Yeah,
just
powdered sugar, whiskey, and milk.
powdered sugar, whiskey, and milk.
Whiskey milk punch.
Interesting.
I'm a screenshot. I'm gonna get some whiskey at the liquor store tomorrow. What?
You're gonna make whiskey punch on Christmas.
Christmas Eve. You know you're gonna try it. You know you want to.
I'm curious now. Red Dirt came out with
Yeah.
it like it was. Red Dirt's probably having some Scotch and milk right now. But yeah, I've never never heard of that. Although that I can't remember what was in that drink that I ordered at Oceans, but it was kind of milky.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was in it. It was good.
It's funny. It says too you should drink milk, a glass of milk before you start drinking for the night because it will stop the alcohol from absorbing into your system as quickly.
Sounds dangerous.
It's like a fact.
Well, I mean, I've seen things curdle before, like that. People mix things with certain alcohols, and they will curdle. And I just am figuring that's going to be going on in your stomach, and it sounds a little rough. Did like White Russians back in the day. Yeah, so you can take it one step further. There's something called a Colorado Bulldog, which is a White Russian with a splash of Coke in it, and it's really good. Like really, really good. Here we go. One part Scotch, 4 parts whiskey with nutmeg and a little powdered sugar.
Do we have nutmeg?
I think so.
Let's do that.
Promise you I won't be drinking milk. Yeah. I can just think about how much I'd shit. Yeah. Are you lactose intolerant or is Kahlua with milk, add alcohol. Yeah. I don't know. I like it. I never heard of that before. Yeah, it's really good. 4 parts milk, not whiskey. So it's 1 part Scotch, 4 parts milk with nutmeg. Yeah, it doesn't make. Let's put Scotch and whiskey and then add some nutmeg. And
Let's
sugar.
do this.
Okay. I don't know about that. Red Dirt, should the milk be cold or is it?
I think I would think.
Or is it a warm drink? Yes, I am. Okay, yeah, that would not be good for you then, Rosie. You get the lactose-free milk, and you'd be all right.
Fairlife.
Fairlife, yeah, get some Fairlife. You'll be all right. Yes, cold. Okay.
Fairlife is all we drink. It's superior.
You may have given Sarah a idea of a recipe for Christmas time. So
Christmas time.
do it and let us know in a short video. No,
I'll do it.
When we drink, we tend to stay off the internet. Just because
I don't.
things no, I mean broadcasting on the internet. Just because we may say something that's
What would we
offensive.
say?
Offensive.
We wouldn't.
Adam gets the generic cornflakes, but booze is top shelf. That's true. I don't get the generic cornflakes. This one gets the generic cornflakes. I go for the Kellogg's. Warm milk. I can't do Fairlife either. Still too much lactose enzyme. Okay.
Fairlife is so good. It's like literally the best milk.
Just the beginning taste test. Okay, we can do that. Hello, anytime. Merry Christmas. Same to you.
Merry Christmas.
I should have downloaded a Merry Christmas.
Guys, I got a tree back there.
You do? Eggnog
And
with fireball
maybe
shots? Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Drank that before. That works. Smart idea. I have a lapse of memory when Scotch comes out.
That's funny. Red Dirt Picker, am I following you on Instagram?
Yeah, I tend to steer clear of internet, conversing or recording anything on the internet when I've had some drinks because I get a little offensive, a little, whatever. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I never noticed.
It can happen.
I never noticed.
It can happen, I promise. But yeah, that's interesting. I've never even heard of that. So it's very, 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 very strange. Scotch and milk. But I guess
I
we're
know
gonna try it.
I haven't had it, but I've heard of it before. Like I said, I
But
read
yeah,
about it
I'll upload a reel.
in
See,
like an old school
yeah,
bartending guide.
it's driving me nuts.
What? What's wrong with you?
Fake cough. I got this
It's
eyelash
fake.
that's like hanging down, like right here, and I cannot get it.
Definitely fake.
I just can't do it.
You're definitely a
So,
fake. author.
Adam loses his PC. Yes, very much so. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Fake cough. Rosie, everyone done wrapping? I am, except for one gift for my mother. I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all I have to go. I think that's it. Let's see. I did a homestay in France years ago, and I went to make myself a bowl of cereal. Didn't realize goat milk was not kept in the fridge. Rude awakening.
Oh.
Ew, that sounds gross.
I bet you were up after that though. I didn't want to mention the tree, Sarah, because people might think I was checking out the naked cabbies.
Look at them. They're all ready to be dressed. Guys, look at this. I washed all their clothes today. I got them. I bought some off of NC Picker. I bought some off of Shorty Resells. Look, these I got off of an auction, a high bid auction. Look at it's little late reindeer costume, Cabbage Patch reindeer costume.
Precious.
Isn't that cute? And look at the lion. This is the lion one with a tail. I know I have somebody that's probably going to buy both of these immediately when I put them on a doll tomorrow.
Most likely.
So
we do have somebody who stocks our eBay store.
yes, we have two really good
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch customers.
Not that Kelly here isn't a great customer of ours because the first
Yes.
skin got
Yay!
awesome.
I'm glad you got it.
Roman says Adam's ready for Christmas. I actually am. I take that back. We gotta buy a few like gift cards and such tomorrow. But other than that, I'm actually I went out yesterday and got all of Sarah's gifts. And so
I know, that's like so stressful to me.
I knew what I was getting. That was good. Stripper cabbies.
Yeah, they're
Merry
new.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Stripper cabbies. Stop. How cute. Nice. Those are so
Yeah,
cute.
they are, right?
How much for both of those? I have the mouse one.
I will be putting them on dolls. So they'll probably be like $35 each with the dolls.
Yeah, she bought them specifically for some dolls that need some clothing. So
Yeah, I don't sell clothes separately unless like I am putting them in a lot of ones that like need rehabbed.
Yeah. My mom used to make clothes for my CPK. Wish I had all that stuff.
Fun.
Fresh outfits. We have a winter storm brewing here in Toronto. Same here. We have one coming as well. Not as bad as Toronto, I imagine, though, JD. Tomorrow's weather will be nice for last minute shopping. No, it will not be. Luckily, our last minute shopping can be done at Walgreens. So that's what we'll be. We will have 100 inches of snow by Sunday.
Wow.
Roman, you live up in Erie, don't you? Or Cleveland area. That lake effect is no joke up there, and I don't think it's going to be. Red Dirt says, I found 3 Cabbage Patches today for 99 cents each. I have no idea what I'm doing. Felt like a perv when I put them in my cart.
Send me pictures. I can help you with them because some of them you want to look at like the tags and stuff because certain factories are worth more money. So just send me pictures on Instagram and I'll help you if you want help. If you don't want help, you don't have to message me.
Susan, thank you so much for cornflakes or coffee or whatever. Thanks for sharing your research.
You're so sweet.
Thank you, Susan.
We'll still get the generic brand of cornflakes.
Yay.
We can get more cornflakes if we get the generic kind.
Thank you, Susan. We really appreciate it.
And coffee.
Cleveland. Yeah, you get that lake effect, man. It's no joke. We still have to go to Cleveland. We were going to go in January, but we can't. We got to go to Virginia.
No, we were going to go for my birthday.
Yeah, we're going to Virginia.
I guess we're just not doing anything for my birthday.
Maybe we'll go to Atlantic City.
I don't want to.
Wisconsin is cold and snowy. Yeah, I bet it's coming. Cleveland and snow are best friends. It's funny. We were there in end of January was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
Or well, the beginning of this year, I guess technically.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
It didn't snow at all. It was cold, but it didn't snow at all.
And the food was so good. That barbecue place, delicious.
Next time we come up, Roman, we'll let you know. Rock on, Susan. Yeah, thank you, Susan. We appreciate it. I found a shipping hack today to save on bubble wrap. Oh yeah, what'd you do? Sweet. I'm always up for help in many ways.
Yeah. Message me. I love Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah. There's many people that send her messages about Cabbage Patches. So,
yes.
And she likes looking at it, especially if you got a rare one, red dirt, one of the rare head molds.
Rare head mold or a factory, whatever.
Yeah.
When you send me the pictures, send me the picture of the doll and this tag. Because see that where that P is in the circle, that's the factory. And that's important for the value. So Look at the sky. He's so bald.
And naked.
Yeah.
He's very nude.
They're still a little damp, so
we'll let you know. I have a feeling we'll end up in Cleveland before the winter's over, but never know. Never know with us.
I love Cleveland. Cleveland does rock, actually.
Except for the football team.
Oh, I don't care about sports. I just care about food.
I'm just
and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Furnace on, furnace off, furnace on, furnace off all night long. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. We will go to our local overpriced Goodwill. Yeah, we went to a couple thrift stores. We went to a Savers. We found some Cabbage Patches at Savers. We went to Salvation Army outside of Cleveland. That one sucked.
We got a couple single dingles there, though.
We got a couple single stitch shirts, yeah. But that was about it. Yeah. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, so we steer clear of Goodwill no matter what, because it just happens. What's up, Tommy? Don't send pics while you're snuggling with your cabbies, Brian. It can be used against you. It could be, yeah. Brian, if you can help, I need salt and clean snow on Sunday. Jeez, everybody's man.
Fake cough.
It's gonna go away. It's going away. I'm feeling good. That's just. It was all here. All of it. It was so annoying. And then being in the dry, smoky casino made it so much worse. But Adam, we have a better store now. Opened up last month. You will like it the most. Oh, really?
What is it?
What is it?
Is it another Savers?
We did like. Well, we went to Savers because we had just never been.
Yeah,
to Savers.
it was cool. It was fine. Some stuff was expensive, but I got some stuff there.
The cabbies were cheap. I think the cabbies were like 99 cents or $1.99.
I don't know.
I don't remember. So yeah, it's the man flu. That's right.
Yeah, that is right, Rosie. Tell him he's a big baby.
I didn't care.
I've been listening to Dave's.
You can catch many airborne illnesses in AC. You know what's funny? I had it before we left. I got it. I started feeling a little scratchy and a little stuffed up, and I'm like, great. So I took a COVID test just to see, and that was negative. And then it didn't really get nothing really happened. I didn't get a fever or anything. It was just all sinus pressure.
Please.
And it seems to be gone. So
it doesn't.
Bearded PokeTuber in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was annoying. And that
it was the man flu.
You know what? The whole time we were in Atlantic City, the best I felt inside was in the theater with the movie, because that was like
so
it was
cold
cool
in there.
It wasn't stuffy in there. It wasn't smoky. It was really nice, and that was great. Like I could have sat in there the whole time, but I really wanted to get back out and try to win some money back, and that didn't work. So, not just airborne. That's true. Yeah. Catch other stuff, I'm sure. Monkeypox. Yeah, it might be. Maybe. I thought they changed the name because monkey was bad. So, I thought they officially changed. I don't know what they changed it to, but
I have no idea. I don't watch the
I
news.
I stopped paying attention. Anytime I see the letter CDC on anything, I keep scrolling.
Anytime I see the letters NEWS on anything, I just keep scrolling.
I try not to pay attention to it.
I don't care about the news.
Yeah, you just freak yourself out.
I just live in my own little bubble with my dollies,
Yes, with your-
playing with my Cabbage Patch Kids,
Playing with your
delivering
Cabbage Patch.
groceries. That's my life. That's what I do.
Congrats, the Pittsburgh picker for contributing to the amazing donation to the. Oh yeah,
Yeah, wasn't it like $3,000 or something?
3,100. Yeah, he did a really.
Yeah.
That was a really good thing. That was awesome. And then this, they sent him a letter and everything, and that was really cool. So.
Oh,
yeah.
they did? That's nice.
Yeah, I shared it on my story. Obviously, you don't pay attention to it, so. Thanks. Oh, I see how it is. Every time I scroll through Instagram, you're like, you don't like the cabbie, so now every time I see a Cabbage Patch Kid, I hit the like button.
I'll be honest, Adam. I don't see your stuff in my feed.
Whatever.
So it's a little hard to like it if I don't see it.
Block him.
I ignore the alphabets, yeah. You can hit, yeah, he is. It's Cleveland. It's getting snow. Okay, so I was watching YouTube Thrifter, and he was saying that it's better to buy $4 to $5 profit items instead of buying less items at a much higher profit. You make the same money. What do you peeps think? That's kind of what we do, Katie.
I don't understand. Am I stupid? I don't
Buy
understand
$4 to
what-
$5 items plus profit. So you're buying, something for $4 and selling it for $20. Is it? Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm reading this wrong.
I don't understand it.
Buying items that are $4 to $5 to make profit on, versus buying items with much higher profit to make the same money. Maybe explain it a little bit.
Instead of buying less items at a much higher profit. Honestly, I just think it matters on what you're selling. I mean, and what your store dynamic is and everything. Like, we have a ton of repeat customers for like photos, postcards, and Cabbage Patch. But if you're not like trying to build a repeat customer base, like I guess it just all depends on the person. I feel like it's.
Katie, you're saying $4 to $5 in profit, or you're saying $4 to $5 items? Because we do both.
What's happening?
I saw a story that was great for the calendar. Yeah, it was really good. I find boxes everywhere, so I cut down. It's a good idea. That's actually cool if you can get boxes for free. I think you should unsubscribe immediately. Tommy being the auction professor will be live in Canada soon. That I would pay to see. It would just be Tommy berating the auction professor. If you have a choice to do less work for the same money, yeah, that's what I think. If you sell the same that you buy, then it's good profit, but it requires a lot more work to sell low dollar, high volume. I think when it comes down to it, Rosie says, especially in clothing resale, there are two types of resellers. There are volume resellers who are buying things for a couple dollars and selling it for 20. That's kind of what we do. We don't necessarily do it with
with clothing.
With clothing, but yeah, we subscribe to the more lower dollar items. Maybe not as much profit, but maybe, yeah, what Rosie said. If you're making $4 to $5 profit per item, you need to do a volume to make that. Yes. If that's what you're saying, here we go. Tracy says, more profit is clearly the winner unless you're trying to work yourself to death. Yeah. Here we go. Katie's, no. Buying more items to make smaller profit instead of searching for items that are higher profit. So list 250 items for $4 profit or 50 things at a higher profit.
Yeah, I mean, it all I guess it all depends on what you can find. If you're not finding 50 things at a higher profit, and this is like your job and you need to source things to live, like it's not, you're like not part-time, then you're just doing what you need to do.
But I think it depends on what you're selling though too. And like Mark's making a joke here, but he'll stay out of this conversation, but the advantage to buying, so like Katie, if you're buying $4 to $5, 250 items that are $4 in profit, but they're, we'll say, clothing or something you're going to have to put in more work into to list, especially if you put them on a mannequin, take all pictures of all the tags and everything. It takes a lot of time. So at that point, I would say no, because you're going to be doing triple, if not quadruple the work. But if you're doing something like Mark here, where he sells just postcards, those are really fast, quick listers. So they're I mean, I'm sure. Would you say you can do in a day, Mark, like 60 or something if you put really
Oh, I'm sure he could do much more than that.
So if it's something like that, that's a different story, because you're spending a couple hours listing a day, and you're making but your volume is massive. So that's a difference. So I think it really depends on what you're selling, because if you're selling like shoes or something that's just going to take a lot more work, you're probably better off with the 50 things at the higher profit.
Well, and like Bearded Poketuber is saying, like, some things take up no space. Like, right. You could have thousands of postcards in the same space that you have like 8 coats.
Yeah.
Or like 10 pairs of shoes. So,
right.
I mean, it all just depends on, like, I don't know. It just depends. There's so many factors.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Postcards that take up no space versus large hard goods. My favorite is selling things for good money that were free to me. I like that. That's a good one. And I think it also depends on where you are as a business and the risk you can invest.
Right.
If I go out to the store and spend $30 and get 15 items, and one of those items is bad, I only lost $3. Yeah.
Right.
So Mark listed 120 today. So yeah, that's where your difference is going to be mainly. If all I'm going to make is $4 per item, not something I would want to do at the end of the day, you'd be lucky to make $1 if you count time and packaging. Yep. Postcards and ephemera. I'm out of this conversation too, since almost all my items are inherited. I like it. But if I buy an item, a $50 item, and it's a bad day, I lost $50 on one item. Or if I buy a $50 item and it sells for $200, but it's sat that $50 investment for 6 months, I could have spent that money differently. Yep.
Right. Yeah, there's just too many factors.
Yeah. I think it really depends. We kind of stay in the middle, if that helps you, Katie, because we do a lot of $4 or $5 profit items, but we also do a lot of 10, 15, 20, 25. Now, that's where we differ between whatever that person was saying and what you're talking about. I think it's probably better to stay in that $20 to $25 range, where you're making 10 to 15 per item and you're doing them in volume. That, to me, is the perfect storm for people that aren't niched down like Mark is and so forth, because we sell a lot of Cabbage Patch dolls and we're making about $15 profit, maybe $20 profit per doll. We sell a lot of like clothing, same thing. We sell a lot of ephemera that goes for $15, $20, $25, and we're making $10 to $15. So I think actually the middle road between what you were saying and what this person, I think what they were trying to get across is just, I think volume is important, and I think people that go out and chase those really high profit items, you're just going to go out of business very quickly, because you're not going to find those on a consistent basis. You're going to find certain items in that middle range on a more consistent basis. So in order to make a business out of it, if you're going to chase high profit items, you're just not going to, you're not going to happen. But at some point I will have to source more items. Yes, you will. Lately, I've been dropping my Poshmark items at the mailbox at the end of my street. Anyone else do this? The last 4 times made it no problem. All our Poshmark items go USPS, so
they pick ours up.
They pick ours up.
We don't have a mailbox on our street.
But yeah, most of the time they'll take things if you schedule. Well, I don't know how it works in Canada, JD. I'm sorry. 50 things at a higher profit for sure. There you go. That's why me and Tommy only sell stuff with $1,000 profit. Yeah, well, that's good. You guys are the pros, though. You guys know more than we do. There really isn't an excuse for bad buys unless you just ignore the free tools and data at your fingertips. That's true. I personally find volume selling to work better for my business model, because I might be spending more time listing, but if I was more particular, I'd be spending more time sourcing. Yeah.
Right.
Working 10 times as much for the same result.
But some people might not be able to find things, you know what I mean? So they might have to buy more items to make a lower profit per item.
Yeah.
They might not be finding like the freaking bolos or the freaking bangers or whatever, they're not finding that stuff. So they need to, and if that's their full-time job, they need to sell what they can find.
And the pick and hooser.
Exactly.
I was just going to say, as simple as this comment is, it's exactly right. if you're not, if you don't have a specific niche and you're not trying to stick within a certain amount of parameters, if you find it, sell it. If you're going to make $5 on it, you're going to make $5 on it. If you're going to make $25 on it, make $25. That's where all these YouTubers and people go wrong, is when they start barking out advice like this, because there is no magic system to this. It's what you can find, what you have access to in your area, what you can sell and get consistently. Like we have been lucky enough that we can get Cabbage Patches fairly consistent. Now a lot of it's our work and, you know, people like in the community that reach out to us, but a lot of it is really us going out and finding them too, and buying them off Facebook Marketplace or buying them off of other places. And it's just, sell what you find, and what you make, and you'll eventually get to the point where you have an area or a place or a shop or a guy or whatever it is that you can get product in consistently that you know you can turn. That's the easiest way. Don't listen to these people on YouTube, and myself included.
Like, I'm not going to chase shoes, and I'm not going to every thrift store to look for shoes, because I just know there's not enough shoes out there, and I don't know enough about shoes for us to make enough money on shoes to survive. You know, like, I don't have, like, you know, I just don't know about shoes. Like, and there's just not enough shoes around here, and there's too much competition for something like that. Yeah. So, you know. Yeah.
That's my advice, Katie. And I tell you not to listen to YouTubers, and I'm including myself.
You are a YouTuber.
I am, but I try not to give very specific advice, because, you know, I'll tell you to go out and buy vintage towels, because they do sell and they sell well. But I'm not going to tell you what you should be making per item. Like, that's your business and that's your model. So you should do what, you know, everybody has a different amount of money they need to make per month to be comfortable. Everybody has different situations. Maybe they don't have as much startup money or whatever. I'm not going to tell you to do that crap. What I am going to tell you, one thing with 100% certainty, is that if you're going out searching for those, I buy them for $5, or that, you know, rare video game that's going to be worth $100, or that rare whatever that's going to be worth $300, and that's all you're looking for, you're going to be in deep trouble, because it's just not going to happen all the time. And there are YouTubers out there that make it look like things like that grow on trees, and I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure you guys know who that is. I wish I had $1,000 profit items. I wish I did too. Heavy phone died. How many of the I don't think so's did I miss? Anyone get blocked? You only missed one.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There, you cut that one. Roman can teach you, Tommy. Even in Dover, you can do it. You can redonate all bad items to retail value, actually make money. Really? Gotta love YouTube. Preach. I did. Exactly, Sarah. That's why I couldn't do hard goods to that scale. I do like selling postcards and making $5 each, but it's what works for me at the moment. There you go.
Yeah, right. And the same with me and postcards. Do I really like them? No, I really don't. But they're easy to list. And I mean, you can fit a lot of them in a small space. So they are a good supplement. They are interesting. Do I like them? No, I really don't.
If it doesn't sell quickly, put it in a reseller box.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Macari sale. Hey, it's a rarity. Paul and Tommy can find better stuff than both of us and teach the auction professor where to find it. I doubt that. Hit that like button, you get your cha-ching. There you go. Yeah. I don't have the chat up, so I don't know how many likes we have, but I'd appreciate you guys hitting the like button. That would help us out. Sale on eBay. See that? Found some legit Toronto police patches. Think I can sell them? They're literally right off the uniform.
We've sold police patches.
Have we?
We have some on there right now, I think.
I'm going to say maybe. Because we did get something pulled because we couldn't sell it. And that was a jacket because it said police on it. So we've had it both ways. Patches maybe go through. But like we had a jacket that said like NYPD. It was a legitimate jacket from like the NYPD, and it said police on the back of it in big yellow letters, and they pulled that. So I don't know. In your country's laws might be a little different on the resells of things like that too, but they do pull those things. I think they'll give you a warning and not ban you or anything. That's why I try not to make videos that piss Tommy off. I'll be the next day. That's right. Yes. Exaggerates big things. Sarah, get your tweezers ready to take care of Adam's eyelash problem. It's driving me nuts. Can you guys tell? It's driving me
What
crazy.
is wrong with you?
It's like there's like an eyelash that's like this.
Adam is the most troubled person ever. Eyelashes, coughs, dry air. He's got troubles.
You can find anything if you don't care what the profit is. That's true. It's good. Zero need to watch Auction Professor. Complete waste of time. I just asked my boss if I can keep doing what I'm doing, and she says, yeah, keep doing it. That's good. I'm glad she likes to do that. Always have to expand knowledge. I started with only video games 1 year in, and then they were nowhere to be found. Like day one all over again. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to us. We were, when our first year in, we thought we'd find vintage Grateful Dead t-shirts hanging out everywhere for $2, and video games and records and all kinds of stuff. And I don't think we sell any of that stuff now.
No.
I mean, we sell t-shirts, but not really crazy vintage ones. So yeah, you just adapt as you go on, and then eventually find something that you can make some money off of. Same thing happened to me. Yeah. What's up, Junk Monkey? How's it going?
Hello.
Just signed up for the Makaris today. Nice. Makaris a lot like eBay. You got to list pretty consistently on Makari. But yeah, we like it. Couldn't find any profitable inventory. Yeah. That's sold a ton of police hats, but not patches. Yeah. I there's just certain things.
We've sold.
I don't think you can sell anything
like 2 weeks ago.
I don't think you could sell anything that goes on an official uniform. Yeah, and that's where I think there's a gray area there. Again, I think you'd have to find out how old those patches are, because if they're new, I don't know if they're going to let them on there. But if they're old and they're vintage, they probably would let. I'm not sure. Okay, are any of you guys latent on the 4-day payroll? Lenient. We're not. As soon as that thing hits 4 days, it cancels.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't even care. Maybe an eyelash curler. He'll be so pretty on the next one. Thanks.
I don't even own an eyelash curler. Those things scare me.
Those things look dangerous.
They're really
not.
Like
those are like the scissor looking things, right?
No, they're not scissors. Well, yeah, they look like scissors on the end, but they have like a rounded, and then you just squeeze it. Yeah.
Yeah. They look like something you'd use to remove an eye. Like that, and like whenever you guys put the eyeliner on or whatever with the pencil.
Oh yeah.
That looks dangerous too, because you're.
Oh no, it's so easy. After you've done it for like 25 years, it's like easy.
Yeah. Video games, forget it. You're not finding them. You're finding a whole bunch of Wii Fit games out there. I was told I'm too harsh. Close of business on the 4th day. I'm canceling and release. We have it automatically set to cancel the moment it hits 4 days.
Think I'm harsh.
Yeah, ours auto cancels.
I give a crap less.
So at 23 hours and 59 minutes, as soon as it ticks over to 24, or the 48, 70. What's 4 days?
96 hours.
90. As soon as it ticks over to that 96th hour, cancels. Gone. Have a nice day. Hate it. What will be the new eBay hack all the videos will be about in 2023?
I never even knew anything. I don't know any eBay hacks.
He's talking
currently.
about like what the YouTubers will be talking about. I don't know. I'm saying there's going to be a lot of how to survive in recession videos. That's my prediction. We have a variety of items, annoying at times because of storage issues, but I also try to be particular about what we pick up and always comp. If it doesn't speak to me, it could be a Dalton. Yeah. What makes you wonder, though, if these popular YouTubers are doing us a favor by thinning out the possible competition? What do you think? No, I think that's unfair. I mean, I'm sure they do. It is thinning it out a little bit, but I feel like giving very specific advice on anybody to anybody's business is unfair to them, which is why.
Honestly, like if I'm watching people on YouTube, which I don't watch a lot of people, I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos very much. I don't really watch them, but if I am watching them casually, I'm not really listening to anything they say. Like I'm not gonna I'm not taking anyone's advice. Really. I mean, like I bid on like some vintage restaurant menus because I saw Commonwealth sell some, and I'm like, oh, he had mentioned he sold these restaurant menus. I'm getting literally like 10 restaurant menus for $1. I'll give it a shot. And like they all sold like for decent money too, like $10, $15 a piece. But I'm not like, I'm like not chasing the bolos or whatever. Like,
Yeah, so there's a handful
I
of
don't know.
YouTubers out there that I would consider honest. He's one of them. But
And I don't
yeah,
think they're not honest. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they are because I don't
I'm
watch
blatantly
them.
telling you that there's several out there that totally stage what they get.
Well, I'm sure they probably do, but I don't watch them enough to
Or
know
what they
or care.
find in the wild is utter bullshit, and it just is. It just is. I know it is. I got suckered into the poster finds on IG. By the time you got home, the prices had tanked. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's not good. Do adults get ear infections? Yes, I do.
Adam does.
Yeah.
Does it surprise you?
I do. And I have to go in and go through the rigmarole with the
Ask
with
him
the
if he ever finishes the antibiotics.
No.
Anyway, move on to the next comment.
And I don't think they thin out everyday new viewers buy the hype and try to do it. Yep. Auto cancel. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. New viewers is the important part. Yep. Found Lucy boots today. Is that good?
I don't know what that is.
Are those good? I don't know. Junk Monkey. What
I
are
don't know
those?
what it is.
If the police
What are
/
those?
military / NPS / USPS is a current uniform, it's a Vero item and cannot be sold for public safety reasons. Well, there's your answer,
Yeah.
JD.
You're not supposed to sell like postal service stuff or like
Yeah, but you can sell
UPS
old
or
USPS
FedEx.
stuff.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Internet in and out here. Have to climb the pole soon. That's gonna be cold.
Better get up there.
96. Yeah, I don't know anything about those boots. Are they? That's why vintage military uniforms are okay, but current is not supposed to be sold. That makes sense. Their vintage patches as the ones now look different. Then you're probably good. I think the new eBay hack will be try to be the next big YouTuber and buy your stuff. It's a good one. Maybe extreme couponing will make a comeback. It might. I watch less and less resale content these days. It's hard to. There are certain people I'll watch, but there's lots of people I won't. Hard to go wrong with their boots. I don't know. I don't know anything about these. 100% of the content that I watch is just seeing what other people are picking up and selling.
Yeah.
I run all my own comps, but if there's like a brand or style, I don't know. Yeah, and that's you guys teach us a lot.
Yeah, like I never knew about Toomey.
Yeah, you guys teach us a lot about brands and stuff. Like we're just finding out about these boots that Junk Monkey, and there are brands that we would have never even thought to look for, but you guys do it. So we learn a lot of the stuff from you guys, but
We learned it by watching you.
we don't learn it by going through and watching certain YouTubers though. I'm gonna refer them and get top. Oh, nice. Newbie here. What's a bolo? Be on the lookout for.
Bolo.
Be on the lookout. That's what a bolo is. So, like, people describe, and thank you for coming in, Rose. We appreciate it. Welcome.
Yes. Welcome.
Hello there.
There you go. Everybody calls it bolos because it's like, things that you should really look out for whenever you're out there. So, yeah. Just had a return auto cancel. Nice. I found lots of thrift YouTubers film with a GoPro and then do voiceovers after. Kind of cool. We used to do that.
Yeah.
Well, no, we didn't. We did voiceover while we were there, and then we did voiceover afterwards. Yeah. They're cowboy boots. Oh, yeah. See, I know enough to look up any cowboy boots I find because cowboy boots, we've sold a bunch. We even sold crappy cowboy boots pretty well.
Yeah, we have sold some cowboy boots.
Yeah, even like the ones that have been beat up pretty bad, they still sold. So, yeah. Comp boots. Anytime I see cowboy boots, I'm comping them. Outright, they've been on my bucket list. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I believe it's pronounced Lou KC.
Lou KC.
Interesting. Interest subject regarding used perfume. You can actually sell it in collectible category. Someone was suspended by selling you. Yeah, we've
sold it.
Yeah, we've sold it. You can sell it. Yeah, it's specific category, but you can't sell it. You can't sell it as new. or something like that. There's a specific way you have to do it. We
Yeah.
don't do much of it, but yeah. So if it's a so if it's a current Domino's pizza sign and I go back to the customer's house and say we delivered the wrong pizza, you get a yes, that is bad. So why you're gonna jack your Domino's pizza guy's light?
I want Domino's pizza actually.
Same junk. I'm watching minimal resale content now, usually alive if any. Well, we appreciate you being here, Paul.
Yeah, I don't really
Same.
watch like
Same.
anything.
The serial numbers in our UPS uniforms are tied to our socials. Huge security risks. Wow, didn't know that.
That's crazy.
I've been watching Lady Pull Tabs, a Lady Pull Tabs on Facebook Live. It's more interesting than resale YouTubers for the most part. Well, I'm really appreciative of you being here, Kelly. That's awesome, though, watching. You know what he's talking about, don't you?
No.
Those bingo things where you pull them.
Really?
Yeah, where you win money. I think, is that what you're talking about, Kelly? I think so. Me and Paul watched the replay of all of Browns games. That's sad. I just type random weird stuff into eBay search and edit price to the highest sold completed listings to find some stuff people really don't. Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. Boots are actually in my top 3 best-selling items, including cowboy hiking and work. Yeah, we look up pretty much any of them we find. The Jets are on right now. No Pittsburgh Picker video this week. I had to watch why their sinkholes videos. Sorry. It was a short week, and we sold hardly anything until Thursday night. So,
Yeah.
like the night before we left is when we sold everything. It was like a bunch of, and this one's similar at this moment, but yeah, it was such a slow week, and it would have been like a 10-minute video, and it would have been like literally the same 4 things over and over again. So,
Yeah.
live shows are, yeah, I like lives. I heard, but let's see. I've started to watch more sports card content. Oh my God, the drama between those channels. The drama is truly in every genre. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yes, Adam, they make it so you have to donate to the host, but they will win real money. I watched a lady lose $4K this morning.
What? I need to watch this.
Well, that's like the slot machine
No,
guys.
I don't care.
There's these guys that group fund a slot machine polls.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They pile a whole bunch of money together. They get a big group of people in a casino, and they do like $100 spins or like $500 spins on a slot machine, and then they'll parse out the winnings if they win big. And it's insane watching these guys spin $1,000 away on a slot machine. Same thing. It's insane. And I'm like, this is just nuts. But the advantage is that one person, one person is actually getting all the comp points for this, which would be amazing.
Oh, yeah. You probably get so much like food credit and stuff. What are you doing?
I thought you were going to have a cat.
I was going to have a cat, but she's not cooperating.
Yeah.
Come here.
But that's crazy, Kelly. I might have to watch one of those. Mr. Squirrel's uniforms had them right in them. Wow, that's crazy. So how was Applebee's? Yeah, John,
We
you
didn't
didn't see the
go,
beginning.
but we got from Shorty Resells and Not So Shorty Resells an Applebee's gift card. So we will be going to Applebee's.
That's right. For half price appetizers.
Here we go. Come here. She's back. She's
She's like, give me the
She's
shoulder.
like a little rat. She's purring though. She's so small. Look, she like blends into my shirt. It's like she's not even here.
It's like you don't even have a cat on you.
Yeah, she's blending in. Yep, there
She's
she
like, "I'm outta
goes.
here."
She's a tiny tot.
Well, the video, look, we found in a safe in an old house. Never show what's in the safe. Yeah, seen those. Yeah. I'd like to have a cat or 6. Oh, kitty time, baby kitty.
Yeah.
She's actually not. She's like 10.
Yeah, I don't even know how old she
Yeah,
is.
she's just perma-kitten. She's always real
Honestly.
small.
That's what they call her at the vet when she comes in. They call her perma kitten.
Oh, that is the Curse of Oak Island. My buddy watches that, and I was yelling at him the other day about it. He's like, "No, they found stuff." I'm like, "Are you full of shit, man? This
Who
show has
watches
been
this?
going." Our friend of ours, you know who it is.
Really?
Yes,
He's that lame?
He watches that show, and they literally have been trying to find a treasure for the last 10 seasons, and they keep going. And it's the same. It's just it's a season full of people opening a safe and never showing you what's in it, because they're like, we found a little shaving of gold, and that could be the gold from this shipwreck from the 1800s, and they never find anything. They've drilled the crap out of this island, and it's just there's nothing there. Like there's nothing there. So
Okay.
Roman's cat's currently sleeping.
We have 5 cats, so.
Oh yeah, and let's see. Sal's getting ice rain coming down in Oregon.
Sal, are you and Cameron going to be going live today?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I can't believe people watch it. Yes, same. I can't. That and the Ghost Hunter people are the 2 shows that I don't.
You were watching.
Yeah, just to make fun of it. But that was it, literally.
You're like, I can't stop watching it.
Yeah, because it was so dumb. Because they had that stupid, all that stupid equipment, and it was like, and they're like, "Did you hear that? They said hi. Did you hear? Oh my god, they said hi." And then like they always have that commercial break where they're walking, and they're like, "What is that?" And then it cuts to commercial, and then it comes back, and it's like, "Oh, it's just dust."
I don't watch this garbage.
Kelly says, "I love Oak Island, but they will never find anything. It's a slurry at the bottom of the pit at this point." Yeah, they'll never.
Wow.
They will never find it. The storm's heading your way. Oh, we don't need any more.
It's coming.
My husband loved it. I'm like, really? A nail in a piece of wood? Yeah. It's the guy with the Indiana hat. Yeah, that's right. I battened down the edges. There you go. He's going to ask.
That's funny. You know what? It's funny because I just looked back and then I saw when you guys had the last one, it said last live of the year. So that was stupid of me to ask.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Maybe they'll do a surprise. Pop one in tonight just because you asked.
Ow. And then I won't show up because I'll forget.
That's rude.
No, I mean, I'm going to, I'm going to keep an eye out.
A haunting is better. The first season were hauntings sanctioned by the church as needing an exorcism. Okay. See, but that always makes me wonder. Like is it real or is this just staged?
Oh, I bet it's
fake. Because we found out that like so many of these reality shows were so staged over the years. Junk Monkey says, I know one of the guys on Oak Island. He's a perfect fit for that bunch of... Is he full of it? Oak Island is like watching Adam's videos. Just when you think it's good, he cuts off to the next day. Thanks, Mark. At least you watch.
You're welcome. I don't even watch Adam's videos.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all a TV show. I don't know. Some of them just get so ridiculous. And that Oak Island one, like, I don't know. I feel like a bunch of the viewers should have just been calling bullshit by now because it's been 10 seasons and they haven't found anything. Like, and it's not that the island's not that big. You can walk from end to end. So
where is this island at?
I don't even know. It's somewhere. I don't know. Where's the island? Somebody will know. So, Rosie's here for the cabbage content.
Yes. Who else is here for the cabbage content?
A lot of people. I loved watching Hell's Kitchen, whether scripted or not, or real, just like watching cooking shows. Yeah, I do like cooking shows, and Hell's Kitchen's kind of fun to watch whenever he berates people.
It's raw.
I do like that.
It's raw, and you burn the risotto.
Yeah, I say they have spent tens of millions. Yes. And I used to be hooked on that show. I've watched a few seasons of it, but it's good. I like Gordon Ramsay. That show is like going to Goodwill and looking for treasure that can never be found. Yeah, it's in Canada. Nova Scotia, Canada.
It's in the ocean.
I like a beauty book too. It's perfect. Remind me to never ask Adam for directions. Good plan.
Actually, it's probably smart that you don't ask him for directions because when we were in Atlantic City, I was trying to tell him that he needed to go he wanted to go to a Walgreens, but every like Walgreens or pharmacy he passed was like super ghetto or like dirty and he didn't want to go in it. And I'm like, look, just listen. He's like, you don't care about me. You don't care that I don't feel well. I'm like, I'm fine. You
are the most uncompassionate person when somebody doesn't feel good.
Shut up. So, but what did I not find at a grocery store?
No, you did.
In the most nicest area, in New Jersey that there is probably.
No.
Well,
There's
one
nice
of the
areas.
nicest. And told you to go there, but it was 2 miles away. So you were refusing and telling me it was going to be in the ghetto when I knew it was on the Bayside and it was going to be nice. And yes, I am uncompassionate when people are sick because they're big whiny babies.
Yes, you are awful.
So I do admit
I'm like,
that.
I have, I think I'm gonna be sick. I think I'm gonna.
But
throw
did I
up.
not
And you're
tell
like,
you-
Well, we got to go to Walmart. Can you hurry up so we can go to Walmart? Because I need you to drive me to Walmart.
Adam, did I not tell you to go to that grocery store, Walgreens
Yes.
area, like 4 times?
Once in the many years we've been together, you had some compassion for me.
But you told me during it that I wasn't compassionate.
I went to record a video and started and said, okay, let's go over what's sold. Oops, I packed them up already. Cut, record next day. There you go. I like it. Gonna leave early tonight, trying to get a day job ultra early so I can leave ultra early for the weekend. Good night and Merry Christmas. Yeah,
leave
good night,
early.
Merry Christmas, Bill. Thank you
From
so
your
much
job.
for coming by. Yes, and leave early from your job.
I thank you for all the gifts for our cats
Yeah,
and
Merry Christmas.
dogs and
We will
Starbucks.
we'll see you after the new year for sure. Jared and Barry from Storage Wars are so staged. Oh yeah, for sure.
Barry.
Shots fired.
Oh yeah, Jared. I couldn't stand Jared or his wife. Right?
Yeah.
That's who that was.
Jared was the guy that always wore like his
His
own
own-
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Barry was
Yeah.
the one with the glasses and the gray
I couldn't
hair.
stand any of them. None of them in Storage Wars. I
like
they
Mary.
were all wrong.
Mary
They're like,
Padian.
I sell these pens for $38 a piece. No problem, all day in my store. I sell DVDs for $6 a piece, and you're like, no, you don't. You're full of it. Like, I'm not buying a scratched up copy of The Little Mermaid for $6 from your crappy thrift store. So, if you had to guess which big YouTuber would be the first to jump in on an opportunity to make a reselling show for TV, like Thrifting's Not Storage, I'm not going to name names on that one. Not going.
I'm not gonna name names.
I have a few in mind, but there's ones that would be really good at it and actually make an entertaining show, and then there would be ones that network television would want, and those are two totally different things. So, because network television is going to have to get all of the crowd, not just the reseller crowd. So they need entertainment, and they need entertaining people.
Who watches network television?
Well, or cable, whatever. If it's going on
Who watches
Discovery or
cable?
whatever, it doesn't matter. If it's going on television, they have to encapsulate all of the crowd. So they have to get everybody that doesn't resell, everybody that does resell, just anybody, everybody. So, prenup in sickness and in health. That's right. This is why I stay for the whole show, a show within a show. That's right. Thank you.
I don't know. I just feel like every time I'm sick, I just still do get on with my life.
No, you don't.
And just lay around.
No, you don't.
If I have a migraine headache, no. Or if I have COVID, no. But every other time, yes.
And then when I am the exact way you are with me, you're like, you don't care that I have a headache. Why do you keep bothering me? Why is this?
Well, yeah, you won't leave me alone. I'm literally just sleeping in the bed. And you just come in there.
What do you think you do to me? I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And you're like, okay, can you hurry up because we got to go to Walmart? And I'm like,
I never said that to you. And if you have to puke, don't tell me. Just go puke.
They did have it. Yeah, they did have a thrifting show, and they were in Vegas. It was very short lived. It was they were rip off art. They were so staged.
Who was it? I don't really
remember.
care. It's okay. You don't tell me.
Walter, a show, and I think Walter Komblick, one of the Tommy Bernard favorite, was on it. But yeah, it was very. I can't remember what it was called. I'm not compassionate to the people asking for money when I'm leaving Walmart grocery store. I'm poor too. I want to donate to me. Oh, you're not getting with the Red Cross or Salvation Army. I can't remember the name of the show though. Jared and his wife split. She's got a huge boob job and acts like she's the shit on the show now. Oh, great. Maybe. I don't think Pete would do it. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe his would be good because if it took place in his store, it'd be awesome. It'd be like Pawn Stars, but better. But I don't know that I don't know. Pete would be hilarious. Pete's awesome. Yeah. They're actually divorced now, Jared and Brandy. Yeah. I turned cable off 2 or 3 years ago. Don't miss it a bit. Yeah, we don't have cable, but we do have streaming
No.
services.
Yeah.
Being sick, it's the difference from men to women, especially if we have kids. I'd be having body parts falling off, and everybody wants to know what's for dinner.
That's true. It's totally different.
That sounds like Sarah when I'm sick.
What?
Are you feeling any better? Can you cook?
I never say that. I never say that.
I think it would be one of those situations where they would pick a couple of people who have different perspectives. So it would be like 3 resellers on what they do. Yeah. I'm hoping they would pick the Pittsburgh Pickers because that would be a show.
I would not want to be on it.
Oh my God, I would.
I would not.
What are you talking about? They throw a big check at you.
What
I
I'm
think they'll
talking about is
reconsider.
I don't want to be on it.
You mean to tell me if they paid you like $12,000 an episode, you would not be on it?
Probably not. I don't know. I just don't want that kind of like. I just don't want that kind of like. You know, like my Instagram. My Instagram is like my whole thing is I'm not on my Instagram. I'm not, that my Instagram is not about me. Like I just feel like I don't want to be on a television show. I mean, maybe it would have to be more than $12,000. I feel like
I would.
I don't know.
Retro Rick. I always thought Barry and Brandy had something going on. Yeah, I think they did too. I vote for Tommy and AP show. That would be good too. There was a guy in DC that used to hold up a sign that said, "Ain't buying food, scoring liquor, give me money." Everyone at the traffic light would give him money every morning. There was a guy in San Francisco that had a sign that says, "I'm not going to lie, I'm going to buy a beer. I'm going to buy a beer with it," and people would give him money all the time. 12K an episode. If it's successful, you'll be getting 50,000 an episode. Yeah, exactly. Start off small. I'd be up for it. You would sign a contract for 3 seasons in which she made like no money, and then if I got popular after that, you would get 10K an episode. I would
maybe
definitely not do that. I'd do it for a $20 Taco Bell gift card. I like it. My neighbor put their trash bins out, and I heard her tip over. Well, hopefully it'll all blow the other direction. Yeah, it's not good. Oh man. 12K times 12 episodes is $144,000. Taxes, you're still good for doing what you're already doing. Yeah, I'd be up for it. I mean, I think it would be hysterical, and I think the way the two of us are, it would probably be pretty funny too. So
maybe. I just don't know like what would be in the actual show.
Well, the way they did it, the last one was the two guys would go out to like thrift stores and stuff like that, and they would buy things. And then they would they'd film them going to a bunch of different thrift stores and buying things, and it was like a competition every time. So like they would buy like 4 or 5 things. They'd both list it, and they had like their little professional area with the taking pictures and everything, and and then whoever sold their items for the most money won that episode. Is how it was stupid because the two guys that were on it were not good. Like on camera, they were kind of impersonal, and it was very staged and just wasn't all that great. Reality shows pay like $1,200 per episode. If you're popular, you can try to renegotiate for season 4. I've been down this rabbit hole of reality TV, and a lot of the shows, that's how it works. You're not making any money really until after 3 seasons, but you do get to do free stuff. Which
that's like all those people on like 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
After so long, like then that's
Mountain
when they're
State
making money.
See, we'd have at least one viewer. If it's staged, they'll buy pallets of cabbies and make you bid for them, and then you'll get to keep them regardless. It's a win-win. See, there you go. You get so many cabbies.
Where are they getting these pallets of cabbies from?
Who cares? Adam getting tased in Goodwill would be the best to watch. I like it. I take one for the team. Does the show buy lockers? There isn't a real show. We're talking about a hypothetical show.
We're just making Or are
you talking about Storage Wars? Because Storage Wars does buy lockers. Kind of like grocery store wars. What's up, Gulf Coast? Merry Christmas. Welcome. Thanks for coming by. You would need a funny group, not preaching on how to thrift, smattering of home life, interview with friends, families who think you're a weirdo for thrifting. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Well, first of all, I don't want anyone in my house with a camera. And second of all, my family doesn't think I'm a weirdo. Like, they actually support my decision.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would work.
My nephew and his house were on House Hunters. Well, that's pretty cool. Tendo tried to do his own little sideshow, but I thought it was horrible. I haven't seen him post in a while. I mean, we
I
haven't
haven't watched him in like literally years.
Are you talking about the Tendo show where it was like a little talk show? That might be what you're talking about. He was always not really like, they thrift for fun. In my opinion, like, he just
How do they make money
with all the stuff they sell, and he's got tons of YouTubers.
But they have like no eBay listings.
They sell on Depop mostly. They tell you that you do 5 episodes, and then they hook you up with a Rag House connection, and you get all the bales half off. Would you take that deal? No. No. They'd have to show me some cash, Ed, to get me to go anywhere near cable television.
Half off. They need to give them bales for free.
Yeah, they need to show me the money. I think I get a mob of resellers with GoPros and walk into a Goodwill and start recording tasers everywhere. There you go. I like it. There was a game show with buying groceries, and then they'd have to have a cook-off on one of them. I can't remember the name. Oh, it's Guys Grocery Games. Right? Yeah. Buying groceries. Yeah. It's Guys Grocery Games. I love that show. Anything with Guy Fieri on it, I'm a fan. I just like that guy. I don't know why. I like him so much. He's just, him and his weird little sayings and his Flavor Town and winter chicken dinner and all that. I always like the guy. I think he's funny. It's funny talking about a fictional TV show. Yeah. Tendo tried to do a variety show from the 70s and 80s. I don't think it worked out for him. Yeah, yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, it didn't work out for him. But he filmed it himself, and he did movies, and he had a movie on YouTube too that he did, and I watched part of that, and I couldn't get through the whole thing because it was.
Oh, I remember the movie.
Well, I guess he went into like his history, and I guess he's been like behind the scenes filming and in TV and film for quite a while, and he started the YouTube channel as kind of a whatever type thing, and the YouTube channel ended up paying his bills, and he couldn't make all that much money selling or filming anymore. So that was it.
I really want some soup.
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Love Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I heard the Gold Rush show on Discovery pays all the fuel for that the miners use. Wow. I like Supermarket Stakeout, where they try to buy shoppers groceries and then come out of the store and then cook. Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's how. You know what? I like Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah.
We should watch that after. I love the old episodes. Those people are so stupid. I would win that show hands down every time.
Guy Fieri does reselling on the side. Yeah, I bet he needs a little extra cash from Roman. He tried doing a live a month or two back. By the third show, the technical difficulties were just too much. Who? Are you talking about Tendo? He used to do the Tendo show all the time live. That too, Supermarket Stakeout was funny. Guy's cool. Yeah, I think he's a cool dude. Supermarket Sweet, the old one, the new one was absolute trash. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, the new one was not good. The old one though, oh man, that show was the greatest. And the host,
the new one was absolute trash.
The host,
the girl they had hosting the new one, the jokes she told were just terrible. Like, she would tell a joke and then like. And like, if they weren't being forced to laugh, they weren't laughing. It was so dumb, and like it was.
The old ones though, they're amazing. You
got to pick up that U-Band coffee.
They make U-Band K-cups. Do you believe this?
Pick up that U-Band.
I almost ordered some the other day.
U-Band coffee, diapers, and that massive meat tenderloin, and the cheese wheels were
the meat tenderloin. They love the meat tenderloin.
Tracy would watch a show with Yak Off Roman and grilling any day of the week. Annie's slipping. I'd watch that show. Yeah, Tendo. Yeah, he did the Tendo show for a while. He was actually on live on Thursdays, I think. Thursdays or Sundays. One of the days. He was on around the same time we were. This Jets. Supermarket Sweep. Sarah would have a cart full of generic cornflakes.
No, I would have the expensive stuff.
There's an old episodes of Supermarket Sweets where one contestant's name is Bong. I die laughing every time I watch it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, put it together. Generic cornflakes. That's the problem with the new one. The host is so over the top and tries way too hard to be funny. Is it still on? I can't believe that didn't get canceled because that was
Really?
just awful. It wasn't even. It wasn't even like remotely good. Like I watched 2 episodes of it and I wanted to hang myself because it wasn't good. It looked staged. The lady that was hosting it was bad, and then the person they had announcing it was even worse, and it was just not good. Dan Short from Phantom Works' car show is an eBay seller. Interesting. Yeah, Tommy could put that together, I think. I like Slobby Robbie when he had Netflix shows.
Who's Slobby Robbie?
Slobby World. I don't know what that is either. What is that, Terry?
Slobby Robbie?
Wow, you actually gave it 2 episodes. We didn't even finish 1. Yeah, we were hoping it would get better after because the first one's normally the pilot. So we were hoping it would get a little bit more honed in, but it didn't. It was so bad. Was a show called Endless Yard Sale I saw a while back. I never saw that either. That
What? Slobby Robbie is weird.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a guy. There's
What
a
does he
picture of
look
him sitting. Okay, here, want to see? This is what he looks like.
Is he slobby? Okay, you can take that off the screen now.
You asked me. It's covering over his thing. You don't need to worry about it. Slobby Robbie.
He is slobby.
Wait, are his teeth? He has gold teeth?
That guy is weird. Yeah, obviously. You aren't missing anything, Sarah. He has an Instagram. That 70 shows being rebooted on Netflix. Seriously? Is it the same cast, Katie? Can't anybody come up with an original idea?
He has some good hoodies, though.
Slobby Robbie sounds like something inappropriate. Yes, it is.
Slobby Robbie. Look at that Louis Vuitton bucket hat. What is happening?
I remember watching
here?
it as a kid and always asking why everyone went to get the big ham. I need to rewatch the old. You do. They're on Amazon. They're on Amazon Prime if you have it, and they're awesome. Someone just reported this live. Yes, I think so.
Blame
It's not a
Slobby
reboot.
Robbie.
It's the same cast as adults with kids. That 90s show. That might not be too bad.
Oh, I didn't like that 70s show.
I'm not going to watch it, but yeah. Yeah, it's the same cast. I'm excited to watch it. That 80s show is a reboot. Just the parents and the grandkids move on with them. Fez is a regular. Oh. He's ghetto. It's crazy. It's going to be called That 90s Show. Will be appearing on the premises on... okay. Slobby Robbie isn't anything like a Cleveland steamer. God, I hope not. That might not be bad in the 90s. I like watching stuff that takes place in the 90s because, yeah, same.
Oh dear, Slobby Robbie.
Why are you still watching it? Or looking
I'm not watching it. I'm just...
Is it more pictures of him sitting on a toilet?
No. He's so weird looking. He's very weird looking.
The director or whoever made it said he chose the 90s because it was the last decade where teens, young adults didn't grow up being stuck in screens. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to make one now. That's probably why people can't make any original ideas because they're too busy. I don't know. Are you still looking at Slobby Robbie?
Yeah, it's fascinating to me.
I just found the NSFW video that shows why he's called Slobby Robbie. Oh, God. I don't think I want to.
Dear. He's got Mr. T tattooed on his leg, Santa Claus, the Mercedes-Benz logo.
This all makes perfect sense.
I don't understand what is happening. Oh my God. Slobby Robbie.
Maybe you should make a Slobby Robbie cabbie.
I don't think so. I really just...
You basically have a Slobby Robbie cabbie behind you because they're all nude.
Oh my God.
You could sit them on a toilet.
I am done. Slobby Robbie, I'm done. Done. I've seen enough.
Anyhow. Who the F is Slobby Robbie? Apparently look it up.
Look Slobby Robbie up on Instagram.
He's some weirdo that has a show. I have no idea. Probably don't want to look it up while your kids are up, though.
That's so weird.
People.
She's so weird.
It's amazing who makes it big these days.
Slobby Robbie does.
Yeah, nobody's given us a reality show yet, so I guess we'll just continue on. Anyhow, we're gonna get out of here. Coming up on the channel, we'll have a What Sold video coming out on Saturday, and then no live on Sunday for obvious reasons. But if you need a reason, it's because it's Christmas, and we'll be spending some time with family.
Or we might be at Applebee's.
We might be at Applebee's. Yeah. So, want to see something gross? Slobby Robbie. Ew. Why are you still looking?
Yeah, guys, I'm actually following him now.
He had a show on Netflix during COVID. There you go.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's what's coming up. So we'll be live not Sunday. I believe the Monday Night Crew will be back on Monday, as long as everybody's ready to go for Christmas. But we'll let you guys know for certain. But, yeah, me, Jimmy, and Ed should be back on Monday following Christmas. And that's about it. Anything else you want to...
Guys, go follow Slobby Robbie on Instagram.
No, please don't do it.
No, follow me.
There's a
on
reason she keeps
Instagram
looking back.
if you haven't.
Well, that's about it. We both want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching us. We will.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone that sent us stuff. You're all too sweet.
Even if you didn't send us stuff, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here every time.
A very happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We will see you after
Do
next
it.
week. See you guys.
Good day,
Bye.
Good day, sir.